helping people grow their families throughout our state, especially Davis and Weber counties and beyond. But the topic of fertility can be very challenging and emotional.
Joining us now is fertility specialist Dr. Nastaran Foyouzi alongside Heather West, founder of Wellnest, to share more about their newest facility in Ogden in this sponsored interview. Welcome to the both of you. This is fascinating.
Thank you so much.
Doctor, I want to start with you, and I want you to talk a little bit about your area of expertise, because the training and the schooling that you have put in to be one of 7 doing what you're doing in the country is quite something.
Thank you so much. I basically did a residency in OBGYN, first year internship at Yale, and then after that at WashU, Washington University in St. Louis. I finished my residency there. Then after that, I moved to San Francisco, UCSF, for my fellowship in reproductive and endocrinology and infertility. After that, I became a faculty in Michigan University in Ann Arbor, and I was doing the human genetic research. I was a Warher Scholar at that point, and I fell in love with genetics as well. And I saw that how these two parts of the science are getting together, and it's a future of our part of the medicine. So then I did another fellowship 2 years at UCLA in medical genetics, and there are not so many of us. We are only 7 throughout the country that we are reproductive geneticists.
Well, we'll dive into exactly the definition of what that means and that specialty. And first, Heather, I'm going to turn to you. The Wellnest Fertility is a very unique spot where people can go now with a team of experts struggling with fertility. Explain your facility and why it's so special.
Wellnest Fertility was founded to improve access to fertility services across the country. Our flagship clinic will be in Ogden. We're very excited to partner with the community of Ogden and starting this clinic. As you know, the fertility journey can be very difficult and complex, very emotional. So our focus is not only on the fertility, the diagnostic, the treatment processes, but also on the other services that are needed as patients go through their fertility journey. Things like mental health services, acupuncture, yoga, health and wellness. So really surrounding the patient with the support that they need to navigate this, again, very difficult, complex, emotional journey.
Another thing that I was quite taken by is that you can easily get a 15-minute consultation for free. You can make that happen right away, rather than waiting months to get in.
That's right. That's exactly right. So our clinic will open in February of next year, but our access to amazing experts like Dr. Foyouzi, that's available today by going on our website, wellnessfertility.com, and scheduling a 15-minute appointment.
And Heather, why Ogden? Because people across state lines just to get expert fertility consultation.
That's right. So we could have built a clinic anywhere in the U.S. So, but when we did our research, I mean, obviously I live in Utah, right? So very passionate about the family building culture here in Utah. And when we did our research, we found that Ogden, Utah was the 3rd largest population in the country without direct access to fertility services. So we believe that infertility is a health issue, right? The diagnosis and treatment is a health discussion of health, and that everyone has a right to access fertility services. So really our goal is to make fertility services accessible to everyone across the country, and we're starting in Ogden.
And doctor, with your area of expertise, tell us what is cutting edge and what will be offered that we won't be able to get anywhere else.
So because of the new advancement in genetics, that it's very, very fast-paced, as well as the infertility, many of us reproductive endocrinologists, we are not basically able to move fast forward with the genetic part of it. Nowadays, there's so much controversial topic about transferring of mosaic embryo, transferring of a genetically abnormal embryo. And then the question comes, what's going to be the risk? What is the risk of these kids in future to be affected or not? And with my expertise, I'm able to basically counsel the patient properly. There are many of our patients that they don't know that they are carrier of the different genetic disorder, because as long as you are a carrier, you are completely healthy. But that's my area that I can risk stratify and tell them that if they are at risk and what are the options that they can choose, decrease this risk.
And Dr. Foyouzi, what was striking with our conversation off camera was you're not picking genes and taking them out, because we're not doing that, but you are able to find the right gene that doesn't have that deficiency.
Correct.
Of all the embryos, and then send the right healthy embryo
Correct.
through to avoid all of the future issues that could come up health-wise with
Correct.
the baby.
So the current technology has two different genetic screening. One is that we can offer to almost everyone. So think about it as basically a chromosome like a sentence and a gene like a word. So when we are looking at first screening on embryo, we are looking at the sentence. But if the parents are the carrier of the same disease, 25% chance to have the affected kid. For example, cystic fibrosis is one of them. So this is like a word. If one word from the father, one word from the mom, it's abnormal, goes to the offspring, so that kid is going to be affected. We are able to add the second layer of genetic testing, go and look at that one gene and be able to select against.
That
Dr.
is
Foyouzi,
incredible.
yeah, amazing talent and amazing skill right there.
And why not give yourself that best shot, right? It makes all the sense. Now, this opens early 2025, but you can still hop on.
2024, actually. So, I'm sorry, 2025, yes, sorry.
But you can still consult right now. So
Yes,
get a hold
exactly.
of them.
Yes, thank you.
Wellnest in Ogden. Hey, thank you both so much.
Oh, get in right now, because we are lucky, the first in the entire country, and many more to come.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Our thanks to Wellnest for sponsoring this interview. And still ahead,